factor trinomials. After watching this video, I will be able to factor a quadratic expression that has no leading coefficient. So we kind of want to talk about what is this polynomial that we are looking at. If we have a polynomial of degree 2, this is a special type of polynomial and it's known as a quadratic. So this is a quadratic expression because my degree is 2, meaning exponent is of 2. The a is used to represent the number or coefficient that's in front of x squared, and this is also known as the leading coefficient because it's like the very first coefficient you see in the polynomial. The b is used to represent the coefficients of x, and c is used to represent the constant of your polynomial. In order to factor these trinomials or these quadratics, I want to follow a series of steps. So first, I want to factor out a GCF if it's possible. If the leading coefficient is 1, then that means there is no GCF. So I would just move on to step 2, which is to set up the magic x. So what is the magic x? Well, first, literally, it is an x. Then you're going to take your polynomial, the coefficients, and you're going to multiply the a coefficient times the c. And you are going to write the b term, the b coefficients, on the bottom of the x. And our goal is to find pairs of factors that multiplies to equal the top number and adds up to equal the bottom number. And then we are going to rewrite the middle term using these factors that we come up with, and then we will factor by grouping. If you have not watched a factor by grouping lesson video, you should do that first. So let's look how these steps play out in a problem. I'm going to factor out a GCF if possible. Because my leading coefficient is 1, there is no GCF. So I am going to go on to step 2, set up the magic x. So I will write down my x. And I will take my a times my c term. So a is 1, c term is 60. So 1 times 60, well, that just gives me 60. And then I'm going to write down my b term. My b term is negative 16 because it says minus 16. And now I want to find pairs of factors that multiplies to equal the top number. So two factors that give me 60, but add up to equal the bottom, so negative 16. In order to do this, I'm literally going to list factors. So 1 times 60, 2, 30, 3, 20, 4, 15, 5 and 12, 6 and 10. And I need to decide if there's any factors that would give me negative 16. And it looks like 6 and 10 might do the trick. So I am going to write the numbers 6 and 10 on the left and the right of my x. Now my goal is to see if this works. 6 times 10 gives me 60, but 6 plus 10 does not give me negative 16, so that's not going to work. But what if these numbers were negative? Well, negative 6 times negative 10 still gives me positive 60. Negative 6 plus negative 10 gives me negative 16, so it works for both. So now I will rewrite the middle term using these two factors. The middle term is this, so I will keep everything else the same. And now the middle term becomes negative 6n, because we were talking about n, and negative 10n. Keep the positive 60. Notice that I know I did this right because if I were to add my polynomials by combining like terms, this takes me back to my original. So now I'm going to do my last step, which is factor by grouping. I'm going to take the very first two terms and find the GCF. It would be n. So n minus 6 is left. Then I'm going to take the last two terms, and I'm going to take out a negative 10. And the reason I'm taking out a negative 10 is because what I have left over is going to give me n negative 6, because 60 divided by negative 10 gives me negative 6. The reason I wanted to do that is because I saw that I had an n minus 6 in my first parentheses, and I needed another n minus 6 in my other parentheses. So what is common? N minus 6. What is left over? N minus 10. So now you try. Factor out this quadratic expression completely. So first I'm going to factor out a GCF. My leading coefficient is 1, so there is no GCF. So I move on to step 2, which is set up my magic X. 1 times negative 32 will give me negative 32. My B term is my 4. And now I'm going to list factors that give me 32. 1 and 32, 2 and 16, 4 and 8, 32 and 6 does not work, 7 does not work, 8, and it just takes me back. Is there something that gives me 4? Well, 4 and 8 looks like it might work. So I am going to write 4 and 8. Now it has to be negative 32. 4 times a negative 8 will give me negative 32. 4 plus negative 8 gives me negative 4, so that's not going to work. So why don't I try putting the negative on the 4? Negative 4 times 8 gives me negative 32. Negative 4 plus 8 gives me positive 4. So now I will rewrite my expression or polynomial. My B term now becomes negative 4x and positive 8x. Negative 32 stays. Factor by grouping, so I take out an x. X minus 4 is left. Factor by grouping the last two terms. I'm going to factor out an 8, so x. Negative 32 divided by positive 8 gives me negative 4. And that's what I wanted, because now I have another common factor, x minus 4. So what is left over? Well, x is left, positive 8 is left, so plus 8. So my correct answer would be D.